That takes us straight to these jurors, as you know, Barbara, and they are reeling. Some of them have said from the blast of all the publicity and the questions leveled at them. And tonight they are breaking their silence, too, speaking exclusively to ABC News. ABC's Ashley Banfield has been tracking the case from the beginning. She is in Orlando again for us tonight. Ashley.
You know, Diane, I was interested to hear you and Barbara speaking about jurors and security, etc., because it's a legitimate concern. People here are angry about this verdict. They want to know how the jurors got there.
As news of the verdict heard round the world sinks in, new details are emerging about how those jurors arrived at their decision. ABC News spoke exclusively to juror number 3, a 32-year-old single nursing student named Jennifer Ford, who told us, "Everyone wonders why we didn't speak to the media right away. It was because we were sick to our stomach to get that verdict. We were crying, and not just the women. It was emotional, and we weren't ready. We wanted to do it with integrity and not contribute to the sensationalism of the trial." She added the jurors believed the prosecution didn't prove their case. There was a lack of proof. If you cannot prove what the crime was, you cannot determine what the punishment should be. Juror number 14, the alternate who sat alongside her for 39 days of sequestered testimony, told us that he was convinced Kaylee died in a horrific accident that was covered up by a distraught family. What's more, he told us the witnesses convinced him Casey was a good mom.
She was a very doting mom, very caring. And so it was hard to believe that, could Casey have murdered her daughter?
Meanwhile, prosecutors are still trying to assess what happened.
We gave them all the evidence that the investigation provided to us, and they didn't think it was sufficient. That's how the system works.
But the question remains, how did Kaylee die? The alternate juror had this to say when asked about George Anthony, who was accused by Casey of helping cover up the crime.
All I would say is he knows what happened.
Casey will soon be a free woman, and in letters from jail had this to say about her future. "I had a dream not too long ago that I was pregnant. I've thought about adopting. There are so many children that deserve to be loved."
But for now, Casey remains locked up 23 hours a day, protective custody, and that could all change tomorrow. This building behind me, 9 a.m., sentencing will be handed down. One of her attorneys told me just an hour ago, Diane, she has no idea what this judge is going to do. But judging from the people in this town, it seems somewhat as though she is not welcome here if she's freed.
Well, Ashley, I know you're going to be weighing in a lot more tonight, and we will also have more from that juror and Barbara Walters' exclusive interview with Casey Anthony's attorney. It will be on a primetime Nightline, Not Guilty, inside the Casey Anthony verdict, and it will be at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.